On the table today, we are going to check out the highly requested dogs versus squirrels. Hey everyone, this is Dan, and thank you for watching Squirrel Stampede today, as we have what I think is maybe a full shelf displayer of dogs versus squirrels. S-Q-U-I-R-L-S. I think it's missing an R in there. So we've got 12 maybe dogs versus squirrels to check out these highly collectible plush beanies. And if you recall, we had checked out earlier cats versus pickles. We've got our Agent Pickle right here, if you recall this character. And we have our Skelekitty. What was it called again? Skelecat, number 37. These are actually the only two that remain of my collection, as we had given a whole bunch out throughout the neighborhood and had a lot of fun with them. They're just so collectible and fun and perfect little mini gifts, and they're a lot of fun to throw. Really soft and not fragile. So we've got 12 to open. Let's start this right off and see what we can find in our first dogs versus squirrels. It's kind of a pinkish orange pack with a dog and a squirrel. I like saying squirrel like that today. I forgot to have a scissors handy. There we go. So let's start with our first dog versus squirrel. You don't want to cut the squirrel or the dog. And our first, it's kind of orange. It looks like one of those puppies from Pets. Maybe. It's got a tennis ball and it's just wiggling really fast. This is Camilla. Has 18 tennis balls but needs the one behind the couch. Pretty good. A nice little white and orange puppy. Now, if I recall, cats versus pickles, it was very rare to get a pickle, so it's probably going to be pretty rare to get a squirrel, unfortunately. We've got 12, or well, now 11 chances left to get one. But this is so cool. It's so soft and plush. Let's put it over here on the table. It's soft and plush, and the print pattern, or however they do these, the stitch pattern and print pattern, just look really cool on these. They have that unique look of a character from a Beanie Bag series. Plus they've got a nice little little dog tag on these. A little bit different than the Cats and Pickles. Cats and Pickles is rounded. This one feels like little dog tags, and it tells you who it is and where to go. dogsversussquirrels.com. Oh, a Jack Russell. That's the name I was trying to think of. Definitely a Jack Russell Terrier. Okay, that's our first pup. So pups are winning. Oh, and we have a guide. So let's check out our guide here. There are, in this wave, which I'm assuming I'm on like the first wave, wave 1, box 1 series. So how many do we have? There's quite the many. I see 24 beanies to collect in this series, and yeah, sadly only 4 squirrels in there. So not many squirrels in the 24. So 20 dogs and 24 squirrels. So we started with Camilla, and now we can hopefully hunt down our first squirrel. So I don't know, I'm just gonna grab a pack here and we will see what we can find. It's red. It's really fluffy red, so it's definitely not a squirrel. It is Eat, Bark, Play. It's a really soft red plushie. This is Victoria, number 15. I'm getting all these like ankle biter dogs right now. Victoria practices self-care, loves to read a good book, thinking about taking cooking lessons. Extra little fuzziness on her ears and on her tail, with a little Eat, Bark, Play book she's reading. Purple tie, bow tie. A little, if you look on the back of these, there is a dog versus squirrel, squirrels versus dog, little logo too, which is pretty neat on these. Well, that's okay. That's not the most exciting. Again, it's an ankle biter, so you gotta watch out for those. All right, come on, squirrel. Come on, squirrel. S-Q-U-I-R-L. Oh, it's got ears. It's got squirrel-like ears. We may have got a squirrel already. And it's our first squirrel. Look at that. Nice. It's like a purple party. Maybe those are little sprinkles. What's the official name on this one? This one is Nibbles. Well, it'll tell us on the card too, on the card here. Nibbles attack mode. sneaks into the garden to take a bite out of the tomatoes. Nibbles, very cool. So looking closer at Nibbles, like it's got little sprinkles, and it's been splatted with something. It's been in the garden, it said, so I'm not sure what happened in there. It looks almost like a grape or a purple Grimace from McDonald's, if anyone knows Grimace, and a big toothy squirrel face. So our first squirrel, yeah! I hope we see a few of these, we'll find out. If I recall, in Cats vs. Pickles, we ended up with a couple of these, what's his name again? P.I.B. Pickle and Black. I think we doubled up sometimes on the squirrels, so, but yeah, that's our first squirrel for dogs versus squirrels. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's see what we get. It's probably a dog, and I'm worried about my ankles because all of these are like the kind that bite you. This one, it's pink with jewels. This is Chachi, hoping for the day that her mother stops dressing her secretly goth and loathes pink. So the mom is secretly dressing her super pink. This is a Chihuahua dog. You can tell by those signature pointy Chihuahua ears. I mean, you can't really say scale because scale, all of these are the same size. Looking a little closer, you can see pretty good pattern, pretty good detail. There's the crown and a diamond jewel. However, this one would like to be a little more goth. What was this one, by the way? It says on one side, it'll give you the name, and then on the side of the tag it tells you the type of dog. This was a King Charles Spaniel. A King Charles Spaniel. This one was a Chihuahua. And the first one was a Jack Russell. All ankle biters in my regard. Okay. Dog versus squirrels number, I don't know what this is, 5? Maybe our 5th one? Yeah, I see the squirrel ears. As soon as you see these little 2 ears sticking up, you know you probably got a squirrel. And it's probably my favorite squirrel. Oh, this is cool. It's like a storm, rainbow dash type of squirrel in the blue. What's its name? This is Chewy. Chewy, attack mode, electrical specialist who loves to rewire homes. And it does tell you also it's a squirrel on the side there. That's funny. It's like a storm squirrel. There's a lightning bolt on the back there from the electrical wiring, and then a kind of a fiery rainbow tail. That is really bright and vivid and funny. Yeah, 2 squirrels for today. I did not expect we'd see 2 squirrels right off the bat. This one feels plumper. Well, both of these. So the squirrels kind of have all their beanies in their main body, nothing in their tail, whereas the dogs are more like the cats and the pickles, where it's just kind of a bean-sized body. So good, awesome. Our second squirrel of the day. We have 2 more squirrels to hunt for, as one squirrel has already jumped out of my paws. Okay, what will we discover this time? It's another dog. It might be, if I can get it out of here. Okay, this one I kind of like a lot. This one is a Otis. It's a pug. Pugs are always really kind of fun and cute. English lit professor thinks sweater vests make him look more intellectual, loves brownies. So that's a funny one. A little bit of a shine to its paw there. Let's get that over there on the table and take a look at it. So yeah, it's got that purple sweater vest. It's holding a bone. I guess it's kind of an ankle biter too, but you know, this one looks a little more, I don't know, dog-like than so many of these dogs we've opened so far have been so fancy. We keep finding the fancy dogs. I'm looking for the rough and tough tumble dogs is what I'm looking for. So that was a cool one to see. Moving right along, we're going to see here, not trying to cut your squirrel's ears off. Okay, this, what is this? I think it's a dog. It's very purple-like. And I'm gonna guess this is Frank. I think this is Frank. And Frank now has taken the lead as my favorite. This is Frank, a border collie. Border collies are the best, super smart, really fun. They always have a job to do. So Frank here herds children gets a buzz by bolting through the invisible fence, may have control issues. And it even has a little shock collar or a bark collar or a control collar. This one is really quite cool. Let's look at it closer. Kind of a purple body, purple fur around the body with a white signature border collie look. One ear up, one ear down, and a fluffy fox-like tail to it. Oh, that one is really cool. Yeah, this one's my favorite dog so far. I like this one. I would definitely keep this one on my shelf. How many do we have left now? We've gone through 7. We've got 5 left. Hoping to see just one more squirrel, right? And this is a dog, and it's a weirdy, nerdy dog, maybe with a pencil and tie. This one is Kenneth. Certified CPA, prepares all accounting and financial reports for the board. Okay, Squirrel Girl Stampede would like this one as she is an accountant. And this is a mutt, so it is any kind of dog. It's hard to tell. It almost looks like a cat. Look at it up close. Look at the pointy cat-like ears. This one, if you just found this on the road, how would you know? You'd be like, I think that's a dog or a cat or a mutt, but it's kind of a purpley toned body, blue, little spots with extra texture, and again with the pencil and tie and glasses, so it's at work right now. That one's fun. All right, 4 more to go. 4 more. I've got something very orange and lovable. This one's good. This one's really funny. This is Gary. Hey Gary, how's it going? Gary is a golden retriever. Woohoo! So this is not an ankle biter. This is a total retriever. Something really tough and fumble fun. Wearing overalls and a carrot. Why is it a farmer? Gary. Answers to handsome. Spends most of the day staring out the window. Suffers from separation anxiety. That one's cool. Let's look at this a little closer. Gary? I like Gary quite a bit. Gary's got big, lovable puppy ears and a super tongue sticking out, a carrot, and overalls. I'm wondering if it was trying to go with a farm theme or something, a farming theme. I'm not sure why they put overalls on it, but it is super adorable. That one's a fun one to look for. So Gary and where's my other favorite? Gary and Frank so far are my favorites of the dogs. What is this? This was not supposed to be in that box. This is a oddly satisfying sensory FX ASMR Snap Dot Octopus. Where did that come from? Well, let's check this out since we're here. How do we open this? Oh, it's yellow. And it looks like there's several to collect. There's like 8 octopus to collect, get it? In series 1. How did this get in here? It's really stuck in here. There it is. There's our sensory octopus. And I suppose when you place it on a table, it's gonna get stuck. Yeah. Well, that's cool. It's very sensory. I get that now. It's like, the octopus is stuck. This is a good bath toy, window washing toy, or any other this is the perfect take with you on a road trip toy. You can stick this on the car window. I do that with stick bots, so this is going to be a new stick bot enemy, I think. Oh, and you can even stick your finger in there. That is weird. It has this weird plasticky feel. Up a little closer, that's what you get. I found this over at Walmart. I just don't know how this got in with this video. But it's pretty funny. So anyhow, 3 more dogs versus squirrels. Actually, we may have 4 more. This one I had found first before I picked up a shelf box. So we do have that wild card dog versus squirrel. This one, ooh, I've got another favorite already. This is Vinnie. Vinnie the Rottweiler. So I'm finally getting into the tough dogs. Just completed an intervention over collecting socks. Tennis balls are next. The bandana helps with the drool. Oh, this one's cool. That ball, look at that. It's a deep purple. Gives it almost that Rottweiler shine. Because, you know, Rottweilers are typically black, but, you know, if the light shines on them, you might see a blue or a purple in a certain lighting. So this one's cool. Looking closer, it's got a ball, a tennis ball. Any type of dog that has a tennis ball in their mouth all the time are awesome. Bandana, Rottweiler ears, kind of some Rottweiler texture on the fur, these little lines for texture. Oh, this one feels softer for some reason, even though they should all be the same. For some reason, this one feels really soft. This one is another favorite. Funny how I pulled so many of the fancy dogs first. So we have 2 more plus 1. Whoa, what is this? It's fluffy. It's like really fuzzy. This is weird. Oh my, what? Oh my squirrels. This is Linda. Linda, proud member of the Park Watch. Keeps detailed account of all suspicious activity, has a police on speed dial, and it's a French poodle. Wanda, that is funny. We've got extra fluffy wool-like ears on her, and she's got a little sweater with pearls, a pearl necklace maybe, a pearl collar, and binoculars for keeping out. So this is one of those dogs that never stop barking. Yes, we love those, especially when you're doing a video. Although I've got good neighbors here. We don't really have many barking dogs other than our dog. Anyhow, one more here. It's not a squirrel, so we only pulled 2 squirrels out of the shelf box. This though is a Jean-Claude. Jean-Claude, a Frenchie dog. Is that the name of a dog, a Frenchie? I don't know if I've ever heard of a Frenchie. Some call him stubborn. He says he's assertive, still trying to find decent French food. Shows love by passing gas. Great. Well, this one's kind of funny. He's like all proper. He's got a bow tie and a, oh, what do you call those fancy sticks you walk around with? A tiny chipmunk would probably know. A little stopwatch or a pocket watch on this one. Good ears. I like this one. This is a good middle of the road dog. So not a bad one. Kind of soft. Jean-Claude. Well, that is the box. I'm impressed we did not get one double. I think when we did Cats versus Pickles, we got a couple doubles of like the PIB or something and maybe one of the cats. But this shelf box, so I picked over on Amazon. If you want, you can either buy singles or you can just buy a whole shelf box, which runs about $60, $65, I think, which is kind of high, but maybe at that price you could buy, split it with a friend or share. I'm probably going to buy another shelf box and do like Christmas gifts this year with them because I think they're funny and you never know. So let's just see what this one is. This is the random one I saw at the store, and oh sweet, it's something different, and it's a super pup. This one is Nigel, a corgi. So like the Queen over in England had corgis, right? Am I right about that? That was her favorite dog. Nigel, only member of his litter to not live in Windsor Castle, still resentful, thinks the mask gives him superpowers. So that's pretty funny. It's like a super pup. We've got a cape, we've got a paw logo, a super paw logo. This one is perfect for throwing around, right? It's got a cape, it's like super corgi. It's like super corgi. Oh, right into the box. Nice. So way cool. Look at that. I found a good amount of character pups. Only 2 squirrels. We'll find those in a second here. They've scurried off. But out of 24, that means I probably found at like 10, 11 dogs and 2 squirrels. So there's probably, you can see here, there's several other puppies to look for. We're going to be looking for Carl looks awesome with that beanie. Kind of, what is Carl up to? Steve, we gotta look for. Hazel, Zoe, Stella, Alice, Riley, Augustus with the monocle. Gotta look for Augustus, Brenda. And the other two squirrels we did not find are Sniper. Oh, a camo. I want to find Sniper. And Cheezer. What is Cheezer? Cheezer's just this weird starred strawberry decorative pattern. I wonder if looking for these up over on eBay might be easier, because at this point the problem is once you get a full box, then you're really high on odds of getting repeats. And the way they kind of package some of these, it's like Wave or Series 1, Wave 1, Wave A, Wave B, Wave C, you know what I mean? And so they'll add more in, and they might have a certain collecting set. So that might be tricky. I might have to eBay a couple of these squirrels. So where did the squirrels go? The squirrels, to close, the squirrels that we found. I'm glad we found two, right? That was good. There he is, over here. So we did find two squirrels. That's good. It's Chewy and Nibbles. Chewy and Nibbles are here. It's dogs versus squirrels. Again, Amazon is a good spot for boxes, or Target. Sometimes you'll find them over in the back there in the collectible card mini packages area. So keep an eye out for these. They are super fun and a really fun activity play. Collectible, highly collectible. So if you like today's video, please give us a squike, a squirrel live, and I really can't juggle. This is fake juggling. And a squamment, what was your favorite squirrel? Actually, from what I've heard, beanies are the, I can't do it. Beanies are the best thing to learn to juggle with, because they're easy to grab and catch, and they don't bounce away. And I'm not doing this right. But anyhow, thank you much for watching. That's what I have to say about that.